Everybody, put your hands together. Stomp and holler for Johnny the God! He's the annihilator of all things animal, the beast of the buffet, the carte blanche consumer, the destroyer of devil's eggs. With a record of 27 and 3, weighing in at 87 kilos, he's going to be attempting to eat the most hot dogs in 7 minutes. After years of expert training, Johnny the God will finally attempt to conquer Ipswich. He's the enormous engorger, the fiend of fondue, the guzzler of gazpacho, the hound of halloumi. He's impervious to indigestion. He's the Jesus of just straight guzzling. When most men would turn to Gaviscon, he laughs in the face of death and sinks his teeth into the next bite. Nicholas's wax wings may have melted, but if Johnny the God had been there, he would have eaten the fucking sun! He's the killer of calories, the long hand of the door, the magnifique plonge, the noble count of nourishment, the omnibus of onions, the pontificate of poutine. Or maybe the god of thunder, but when Johnny the God's tummy starts a rumbling, that Nordic nobody comes crawling on his hands and knees, begging our Johnny for mercy. He's the Qui-Gon of Quiche Lorraine, the Rambo of Brack, the Sultan of Scran, the tyrant of teriyaki, the usurper of upside-down cake, the villain of vegetables, the waffle warrior, the exterminator of Xiaolong Bao, the yum-yum of yogurt, and the shark. Now, some of you may know that Johnny's girlfriend Sophie tragically passed away in a plane crash last week. Johnny the Gut would like to dedicate this attempt to break the world record for most hot dogs eaten in 7 minutes to her memory. Before she boarded, she had left him with one last final voice message, which he hasn't listened to yet, but is going to listen to it for the first time as he attempts to break the record to spur him on and keep him going. This is for Sophie, everybody. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Johnny. It's Sophie. I know you're probably training for the big day. I'm sure you'll smash it. I just wanted to call quickly because, well, I'm about to get my flight and... God. I don't know whether I should do this now or when I see you, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy, Johnny, and I don't think I have been for a long time. I'm so sorry that I'm saying this for the first time over the phone, on a voice message even, but it's been eating away at me for ages, and I don't think I could bear to see you without you knowing. It's just, I feel like there's been this space between us. I mean, I know we've always had to deal with me being on the Isle of Wight, but the distance has never been an issue before. But for the last couple of months, I've just felt so far away from you, and I think, I hate to say this, but I think a large part of it is the hot dog eating competition. And I know that it's your passion, and I do love that. One of the things that attracted me to you when we met was your drive, your ability to set yourself a goal and then achieve it with eye and determination. But as the years have gone on, and your focus has just stayed on competitive eating, I don't know. I just think I thought you might find something bigger to focus on, or that maybe I could have been. I just realised a couple of days ago that I was terrified of you proposing to me. That my biggest fear would be you breaking the record and then getting down on one knee. Because I know that in front of all those people I'd say yes in the moment and then hate myself for saying yes and then hate you for putting me in that situation, and I'd hate us for being the type of people to do that to each other. Our relationship used to be everything to me. I don't think I've ever been happier than when we took that road trip after you won the Guernsey ice cream eating competition. The way the sun would dance along your face while you were driving. Or when I met your parents for the first time and I just felt drowned in love, like I had found fertile ground. And just the way we used to make each other laugh until our bodies could barely handle it. There was a point where we were together, and it was like I was discovering true joy for the first time. Maybe I'm romanticizing our past too much, allowing the rose-tinted glasses to hold us to standards that just aren't realistic. I used to be a glutton for our love. But now I fear you. Sorry, no, that's wrong, that's not fair. The fact is I fear us. Something's not right, and it's been that way for a while, we just didn't notice. There's been times where you've looked at me and I just know deep down inside you're not seeing me. When I've told you how I felt, you've heard what you wanted to hear and not what I was saying, and the two weren't even that far apart, but you would just ignore the doubts hidden in the appearance of contentment so I could continue being the person you needed me to be. Someone to support the weight of your ambition, to lick your wounds and help you heal before you throw yourself back into your journey. Your journey to the top of the world of competitive eating. And I did enjoy playing that role for a while. I was so proud to see you on the podium after you beat Joey Chestnut. I was so proud to have been the person to have helped you get there, to know that without me you wouldn't have been able to do it. Without the endless amounts of steamed broccoli and sauerkraut I used to make you so you could keep yourself on form. Without the temp work I used to get so you could feed your progress. You needed me and I liked being needed. But my doubts were left unaddressed and they have grown, and in the shadow of your rising star I feel like I've been wilting. I've taken care of you. I've supported you and helped you become the best version of yourself, but you haven't done the same for me. You haven't cared for me. You haven't pushed me forward, and I don't think it's unfair of me to want that, to expect that from you. I don't want your dream. I don't think I want to be part of it anymore. I don't think I'm sorry, I shouldn't be doing this over the phone. It's just I don't think you realise how lonely it is to be your partner. Spending weekends alone because you're in another country trying to eat as many haggis as humanly possible. To have plans cancelled last minute because the tournament comes first. To be second place in your affections behind fucking hot dogs. The number of dates we've been on, well, I just want you to be looking at me, wondering how you ever got so lucky to be here with me, but I know all you can think about is how fast you could eat your meal if you didn't have to stop yourself for my sake. The times where I had to tell you to slow down. The amount of times that you've let me down. That you've left me with an empty chair beside me in front of my friends, my colleagues, my family. Because you were too constipated or diuretic to be there for me. I used to think we were a partnership, but now I see that I'm just a part of your regime. I am an element of your preparation, your rest. I am not a person with their own needs and dreams in this relationship. I'm just your comfort. I can't remember the last time you asked me about how my work was going. I can't remember the last time you asked what was getting me excited. You've not read any of my poems. I don't even know if you know that I write them. I don't feel real when I'm with you. It's like I'm just a commodity. Something to be consumed and then forgotten about until the next time you need me. You make me feel like nothing at all. And I'm just so angry at you. I'm just so angry because it never had to end up like this. This relationship wasn't a dead end from the beginning. We had such strong foundations. We were joy and we built that together. I was so happy to finally see something forming before me that had the potential to last, to define my life and the lives of the children we could have had. And then you just threw it all away. You threw it all away for your dream. You threw it all away for eating competitions. For hot dogs. I don't think I'll ever forgive you for that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to look you in the... I'm sorry. This isn't fair. We'll talk about it when I see you. I need to go catch my flight. I think I love you.
Johnny? Johnny? I'm really sorry, mate. You didn't get it. You didn't beat the record.